Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Texans coming in at 2-2, going up against the Colts, who come in at 3-2.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Houston Texans. On first down, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. To throw is Watson. Gets it to Strong. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Crockett. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Watson off play action. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, Watson. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go!
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got the completion to Strong. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 8 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. the dive. Here's the fullback Prosh. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Let's go. Gun.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now out comes Houston. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Watson on 1st down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come out here in the eye to Crockett on the ground. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go!
They run with Crockett. Shelling through the defense. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Watson. Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4 down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
This is Crockett. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again on the ground, again Crockett. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Second down following the run. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run again with Foreman. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try and pound it in with Krosh, the fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. On the toss, here's Foreman. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now look at 56.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep left, and this is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it in for a Colts score. T.Y. Hilton, as the first half is winding down, and the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Point after here coming up. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Come on, let's go!
Now a first down throw, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Come on, let's go!
On 1st and 10, Watson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
No, check. All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's done. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
He'll look to throw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw on second is Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now it's Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it back. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that
and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start...
And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 50. Detroit.
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Colts on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Texans are going to win the football game. And here comes the Texans now. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Prosh. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for our visitors,